Hello, Hivers. Welcome to Honeybee Stamping Hive, where creative buzz is always in the air. I am Tashana Lundy, your independent Stampin' Up Demonstrator in Florida, serving customers all over the United States. And today, we're going to be doing our Christmas in July series. I am going to be working with the Santa Express suite of products. As you can see, I have the July to December mini catalog open here to the suite. You get a stamp set, some dies, 2 embossing folders, some trim, some adhesive stars. They're like iridescent color as well as the trim. This is the Memories and More card pack, the Memories and More cards and envelopes, and some designer series paper. That all comes in the suite. There's one item number. If you want to get the entire suite, it's just $107. And don't forget, we are doing celebration. So if you get the entire suite, you'll qualify for 2 level 1 celebration items or 1 level 2 celebration item, just getting the suite alone. Okay. So before we get started with our projects, plural, of course, we have to go over the buzz-worthy business of the day. We're going to start off with our paper pumpkin kit. For August, it's the Sweet Sunflowers paper pumpkin kit. You have until August 10th to subscribe to get this particular paper pumpkin kit. It is a card kit with 9 cards. It also features 2 classic stamping spots. That is 1 extra than they usually put in. And also a gift of 8 gold foil honeycomb sheets. Okay. So there is a link in the description box below for you to subscribe to the paper pumpkin. Again, just a reminder, July is watercolor month, and we're just advertising so you won't forget to get all of your watercolor items to make your projects. And again, this is celebration. Celebration, you can shop and earn free product. You can host a workshop and earn free exclusive host items, or you can join during celebration and get a free Making Plans collection added to your starter kit. And the Making Plans collection includes a planner, all of the things that goes inside the planner, a stamp set, and 3 notebooks. Okay. And I would love to have you join my team during celebration. It is the best time, always a good time to join, but celebration is always the best time because you get extra goodies. And it's $99 for the kit plus tax. And you get to choose $125 worth of product, anything that you would like, and it all ships for free. Lastly, we have our host code. This is the code I would like for you to use whenever you're placing an order with me, unless your order is $150 or more. If so, do not use this host code because you will qualify for Stampin' Rewards. And of course, Stampin' Rewards equals free products from Stampin' Up. Okay, you guys, that is all of our announcements. Let's get into the projects because I have a lot. So we're going to start by creating some cards. Then I'm going to show you a bunch of other cards that I made. And this is probably going to be 2 parts for this video because I have a lot of stuff. So this is the first card that we're going to be making. And it is using products from the whole suite. Like there's designer's paper, there's Memories and More. Only thing I had to add is adhesive and cardstock for the bases. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. The card base is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. I am looking for my glue. This is going to be our inside. Let's see, what did I put on the inside? Nothing. So we're just going to, this is going to the side. Maybe I should do this one. Maybe I should do that one. Okay. So I'm going to try to hurry up because, like I said, I have a few cards I want to make with you today, then a bunch to show you. And I think, if I count it correctly, there's over 50 cards that I made with this using the designer series paper. Let me show you the designer series paper. I cut half the pack to 4 by 6. And this is all I have left of half the pack. Okay, so I have more sheets. But to make all of these cards, that's what I use. And I haven't even made my envelopes yet because I like to decorate my envelopes. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and glue this down to our card base. This is 4 by 5 1/4. And this is the inside of the card. I'm sorry, I don't know if I said that, but it's 3.5 by 4 3/4 piece of basic white. And the base here is Poppy Parade. First thing we need to do before we finish putting our card together is emboss. So I have the embossing folders. This is the Charming Landscapes embossing folders. And I am going to use, let's see what I used here, the mountain scene. Okay, so let me get my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine out here. Get my plates. Okay, so let's see. We have a regular embossing folder. So we just need one plate 1 and 2 of the clear plates, which are number 3. So we're going to put our paper here in the folder, and I'm just trying to get it at the top because the bottom will be covered up. So we just really want the top of the paper to get embossed. Oh, I need to put down my plate, then my folder, and the other clear plate on top, and run it through seam first. Let's move this out of the way. So we have that done. And let me show you the other embossing folder. It is like houses and hills. It's really cute. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, I like these. They're the smaller embossing folders, but they really add a lot. I have to put things back because I've been losing stuff lately here. So let me go ahead and just trim this off. And this is, what did I say? This was 4 by 6, and then I cut it down to 4 by 5 1/4. So this is what was left over from the 4 by 6. So we're just gonna add this into the inside of our card. Very quick like. Just like that. And we're gonna add this with some trim. We're gonna get, I tried to see how it would look and tied in a bow. Okay, so the trim, I did not wrap it, but I can. I think I will, because I glued it down on this one. I just put a string of glue and it didn't stick too well. So we're gonna wrap this. So first, let's go ahead and glue this down. So this was one of the Memories and More cards, and I cut it apart to make the design that I wanted. Now, some of these Memories and More cards, they're not very well suited to make cards, greeting cards, but they are perfect for if you wanted to, what am I trying to say? Scrapbook. Yeah, so Memories and More is called More because you can use it to make memories, to, you know, for your scrapbooking, and more if you want to, you know, use them to make cards or tags or whatever, especially gift tags for the Christmas time. This kit would be, not kit, but this suite will be good for that as well. I wonder, I should have made some gift tags. That would have been awesome. I don't know why I'm taking the backings off of this. I don't need to. What I need is some dimensionals, because we're going to pop this up, because that trim is kind of thick, so it won't be able to sit flat. So we'll just go ahead and pop it up, and we won't need it to sit flat. I'm using a lot of dimensionals, more than I would normally use. Let's move this stuff out of the way. Okay. Get all these backings off. And this will be our first card done if I can get the backing off. I need my take your pick tool. Let's see. We're just going to center this right on our card. Okay, and then to embellish even more, we have the adhesive back stars. And we're just going to add a few of these on here. And I'll put one small one right there. That's the first card done. I like it. Let's move that to the side and move on. The second card is this one here. It is what I call my tri-panel puzzle card. Oh my gosh. I went blank because I was thinking about what I'm going to decorate. Okay, so for this one, I've already gone ahead and cut up the pieces. That's how I got this card made. So we are going to need this and this will go here. This is for the inside. So let's go ahead and get that together. Uh-oh. We have glue blobs. I was going to use another word, but it kind of grossed me out thinking about it, so I had to change it to blob. Okay, so we'll let that sit there. And we're going to glue this. This is one of the memories and more. This is what I'm saying. This side, I really wouldn't use it to make a card, but it would be perfect in a scrapbook to write, you know, what's going on. I guess you could use it on the inside of a card to make your signature layer. Okay, so we'll do that. Then on the front, let's get our bone folder here. Straighten that out. Or flatten it rather. These are our pieces. And like this. Okay, so we're just going to glue this straight down to the base of the card, which is another 4 1/4 by 11 scored at 5 1/2. And hopefully I'll get my borders right. It's about I started off with 3 sheets of designer series paper that measured 5 1/4 by 4. I stacked all 3 and then just made 3 cuts. Some people I've seen this as being called like stack, cut, and shuffle. Because that's basically what you do. You stack them, you cut them, and then you shuffle them to make 3 different cards. So each card will have 1 piece of each designer series paper on it. So that's a good name. Stack, cut, and shuffle. Because I say tri-panel, but sometimes you can use 4 sheets of DSP, 5, however many you want. The more you use, the more panels you're going to have on your card. So we're just going to glue this down flat like that and cut this. And I should have stamped this before I glued it, the DSP on there, just in case I made a mistake and need to turn it over. So we're going to stamp Merry Christmas on the inside. This is from the stamp set, Santa's Delivery. Everything I'm using is from this suite. And I need some mint macaron. That is Poppy Parade. And I'm going to stamp the little star images. Just like that. Let's close this up because I'm going to have a lot going on in a minute. And I don't want ink getting on anything. So I did pretty good with the stamping. And we're going to put this in here. Like that. And to decorate the outside, I'm going to be using some of the Memories and More card pack items. This is all that I have left. That and then the sticker sheets and some of the wood elements. So for this one, I wanted to use a sticker. I was going to use Happy Holidays or Ho Ho Holidays, but I'm thinking now that I might use one of these wood pieces. What say you? No, I think I'll use a sticker. And I want to use, I think I'm going to use Happy Holidays. And I'll just put it right down here under Santa. And then we'll get our stars and put some of these on. And actually, I could use some of these stars. Now these are really very delicate, so you have to be very careful. I'm using my Take Your Pick tool, but I don't know how else to get it out. Because if you have to be real gentle, because they will break. So let's see. That's one. Where's the other wood piece? Let me see if there's any more stars on this one. Yes. I need another small one. Okay, and then I'll use this larger one here. See, I don't want to force it, because I don't want to break it. Okay. And we'll just put these on with some glue dots. So let me get those. And this card will be done. I think I have 4 cards. And then I'll just show you what all I have to show. So we have 2 more cards to go. So as you can see, these are not exactly the same. I made 3 of them and I have to find the other one. I'll show it to you in a minute. And it's different as well. They're the same but different. Because I really don't like making the exact same card over and over. There we go. So we have that. And that is the second card done. Okay, and so next up we have this cute little card. And we'll put that together real quick. Not a lot of stamping. So we have some petal pink here for a card layer that is 5 1/4 by 4. And the designer series paper is 1/8 of an inch smaller. We're just going to put that on just like that. Then glue this to our card base, which is shaded spruce, 5 1/4, no, 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. Okay, let's go ahead and do our inside. I can go up a little bit more on this one with that glue. Hopefully I'm staying in frame. Okay, did I stamp anything? No, okay. So then let's just glue this. And this is the hard part when you're making these cards, to get, if they're both really nice, pick which side you want to use. And I did cut this down because it was 3 by 4. And I cut it down, and I'm not quite sure So this is, it's still 3. So it's by 3.5, okay? And I cut the Mary Merlot is 3.5 by 3.25. And this is 3 3/4 by 3. Okay, we're just gonna, whoop. Good thing that didn't fall upside down. So we're just gonna put this right down here at the bottom. Go ahead and put our inside together. That's not really straight. Get our glue on there. I love the colors in this suite. Okay, so now we're going to get some stamping done, and I do not. Where's my paper? Okay, let me get some scrap paper to stamp. I thought I had it in here. Oh, here it is. Okay. So we're going to stamp in Mary Merlot. And we're going to put Elf approved and Sleigh delivered. I'm going to stamp that. Close this up. And what I'm using here is the Cloud Punch. Oh, this is not part of the suite, so I am using something that's not in the suite. But I thought that it would look really nice because of the smoke. So I have, you know, the little puffs of smoke come in the stamp set, and I die cut it out. But I thought the Cloud Punch would be perfect to put on there as well to look like, you know, a bigger puff of smoke with the sentiment on it. So let's go ahead and put some dimensionals on that. And get this put onto our card. And I did go ahead and previously stamp and die cut some puffs of smoke here. Oh. So we're going to go ahead and glue these on to our card. So we need one here. I'm going to put one here and the other right there. And it is a little different from that one, but I don't always like doing them the same. I just said that, didn't I? It's just a little bit different. Oh no. Right there. Okay, and I did use some Wink of Stella on our little smoke. Just a little. And then I embellished with some retired rhinestones. They are the rhinestone waves basic jewels. But if you have the plain rhinestones, you can color them with our Stampin' Blends. But since this already had Granny Apple Green, I thought, why color when I can use these? So these are, again, retired. But if you have the plain ones, you can color them with your Stampin' Blends. Those are our alcohol markers, and it would be perfectly fine. So like I said, I'm using everything from the suite, and then I keep telling you stuff that's not in the suite. So I should say most of the things I'm using are from the suite. Okay, so that's that done. I think this is the only card I embellished with something retired. But that is cute, I think. Okay, so that's number 3. And let's do our last card, and we can show you. Oh, okay, this one. Okay, this one uses one of the wooden elements. So I already know. Let me see. because this, I don't have an extra one in this one. This is the only one. I can't remember. I think this is how I was going to do that. Yep. So let's glue this together. This is part of the Memories and More card pack. It's actually part of this. So I'm just gonna use the red, the Poppy Parade and white stripes. And this is actually one of the card bases from the Memories and More cards and envelopes. So we're just gonna put that right there. It's about a little more than a 1/4 inch border on the side there. Let's go ahead. Oh, is that the right side? Yeah. Put this layer down. So this is, I think 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, I believe. If it's not 3 1/8 by 4 1/8. And we're just gonna glue this down on top of there at an angle. Okay, and now I need some scrap paper because I want to color our Ho Ho Ho, and I'm going to be using dark Poppy Parade Stampin' Blends to do it. And it is easier to do this when the element is still inside before you pop it off the sheet. But I was trying to prepare stuff because it takes a while to pop these out. Because you have to be super careful. Now you don't have to color it. You can leave it, the wood, just like I did those stars for the other card. But I just wanted to show you, you can color them. And you don't have to use glue dots to put them down. Oh, I see I missed a spot. A couple of spots. Okay, so I'm going to use some of our liquid glue. This is the Tombow liquid glue. I just put it in a smaller container so I can get this tiny application tip for small things like this. Just so I can put the glue all over, because we don't want this lifting up. And you do have to give it a minute to dry. Now you can color this with the ink as well. You have a sponge dauber and some ink, but you do have to allow that more time to dry. Because that ink, I'll show you, because I did put it on another card, and that ink transferred when I did this, when I patted it down, and I accidentally touched another part of the card and got fingerprints. So just be careful. But that is the last of the cards that we're making for part 1 of our Christmas in July. So let me show you all the rest of them. So some of them are duplicates because I had the same pieces left over. Let's see. The insides are going to be the same. This is so cute. Then I made a shaker. This is one of the window sheets that come in the Memories and More card pack. And the shaker bits, these are, what is it called? The For Everything Fancy sequence. You get 3 different colors, pink, blue, and green. And this is the green. And I use the stitched rectangles to make my window. I think that is really cute. What did I do to the inside? Just like this. Stamp the candy canes from the stamp set all around. Here's the other tri-panel card. And this is what I showed you. I did this with a sponge dauber. Put some Wink Costello across it. But my fingerprint, when I pushed it down, I didn't realize the ink was still wet. But it's still a nice card. Then I made 4 of these. So these are all the same. Memories and More card on a thick basic white card base. Some of the trim and some iridescent sequins. Then we use more of the little acetate sheets that come in the Memories and More card pack on a Memories and More cards and envelope base. Another window sheet on the base. This is more Memories and More cards. I use 2 cards on this one. Is this a card? Yeah, that's a card. So it comes with a 4x6 card and 3x4. Not, is it 4x6? Yeah, I think that's 4x6 and then 3x4. So you get 2 different size cards in your Memories and More card pack. One of the window sheets, stickers, and then the wooden elements. Then this is just a larger version of the card that we made today, because I used the Memories and More cards and envelopes, the card base from that one. Then I made 3 of these because I love this background on this card piece, so I didn't want to cut it down. I thought it was really cute. It says Let It Snow. And let me show you. These are the envelopes that come with the Memories and More cards and envelopes. So good white space to write the address. Okay, you guys, these are all of the cards for this portion of our Santa Express Christmas in July. Let's show you again. Okay. That's what we have for today. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I want to thank you for buzzing by the Hive today. Until next time, buzz you later.